Hi everybody, Mischa here with Word of the Day, and there it is. Epiphany. What a beautiful word. What does it mean? Well, it has two distinct meanings. The first is the Feast of the Epiphany. This is a religious holiday that celebrates the 12th day of Christmas. This is when the Magi, or the wise men, arrive in Bethlehem to see the baby Jesus, and it is still celebrated by many Christian religions. The other meaning, the one that I get all excited about, is the sudden perception, understanding, realization of the true nature of something, of the reality of something, that just changes the way you think about that and maybe about your whole life. Epiphanies are very important. Now, where does this word epiphany come from? It comes from Greek and travels through Old French into Middle English. And in 1310, it comes into English with this first meaning of the Feast of the Epiphany. And it retains that meaning in English for hundreds of years. It expands religiously and starts to apply to other religious things, but it stays in that sphere. But in the 19th century, the writers, the poets, the Wordsworths, and the Joyces, and the De Quincys, remember Memoirs of an Opium Eater, right? These guys start using epiphany with that second meaning of suddenly realizing and understanding something huge that you never saw before. How do we use this word epiphany now? It's actually not hard at all. How about this? Many times we get an epiphany because we're reading a book by somebody else, and their experiences and their realizations knock us out. It's like, oh my gosh, I can see it too. That's why reading is really important. Or how about this for Women's History Month? Maya Angelou is an amazing writer, and believe me, many epiphanies will occur if you read her stuff, but her most widely understood revelation is: when people tell you who they are, believe them. And might I add, maybe you could do it the first time. Now, finally, my epiphany is actually not that big, but it reshaped my vision of my past. And that was, I was a champion swimmer as a kid, but I was very tall, much taller than the other kids. And they always said to me, you only win because you're bigger. That's all. And I believed that totally, until I was an adult and I was having a conversation with my old coach, and he said, you were a champion because you were fast. Don't you remember all those other tall, big kids that were slow? No, I had totally forgotten that. Changed my whole past. I was a champion swimmer. Anyhow, that's the word epiphany. This is one I really want you to use in the comments, because I want to hear what your epiphanies were. Okay, this is the last word of the day for the week. I'll see you on Monday.